All right. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Sunderland Football Manager 2021 Road to Glory series. We're getting to this time where we have a big game against Manchester United. We're 5 points off of them. Like, results that have come already. Let's just take a look. Last episode, it wasn't the greatest results, but I think we were due for a little bit of downfall, but we just got to move on from that because we've got two big ones today. Man United and Leipzig. Yeah, like if we lose that away, maybe. Well, gives Leipzig a chance. It makes it a bit interesting for you guys. Like you want us to do well, of course. But let's just go into it. Now. And I want to make it about the video, of course, but I just lately been enjoying the save as a whole so much. Like, I'm in that mindset now. I just want to play this all day. So you may see more videos. I got to see how everything else goes. But I just want to play this all day kind of. So maybe I'll step up to definitely doing videos every single day, if not 2 uploads, because I just want to be playing it a lot. That's how much I'm loving it. You guys have been commenting in the videos as well. You seem to be enjoying it. There hasn't been really any, I haven't seen many bad comments. Maybe that I mentioned that now, I'll see one to troll or something. But for the most part, you guys that are watching are really enjoying it, which, I appreciate that. But I have already set up the team that we are going to use to get into this game against United. And it'll say a lot if we can beat them at home. And I personally wouldn't be too surprised. Only thing, Astor ranks, we got 75 minutes. Is the maximum recommended to give to him. Aaron Martin, he's got one more yellow card in him away from suspension. He's been solid again this season. Our best defender, if we go off average rating, in the last 5 games, especially Salisu, he's been very good. While still the game don't rate him, they've played poorly, which is not true. That's an incorrect statement. I mentioned in other episodes, but they've played fairly poorly when paired and are not good partners. Hey, if you say the second part, they don't agree with their roles. But I mean, I don't know, man. Is it maybe their personalities clash? I just really do not know why. His personality is fairly professional. And Salisu, he's fairly determined. I like to think determined and professional are similar. I haven't really looked too deep into personalities in Football Manager, funnily enough. I haven't really, I'll take a look a little bit, but I wouldn't judge so much off the personalities. But anyway, Vranks, what would I like? Us to have a lead, and then maybe Vranks later in the game, we bring on Maldonado, then Gisa Maldonado, 2 strong defensive type midfielders. That would be really ideal for how that's going to play out. So Smith Rowe, Garner, the types, they need a bit more fitness. Greenwood, basically I chose to put Gomez in shadow striker. So Greenwood could have made the bench, but Kladrupski is there, maybe Corridor, but we might need a creative midfielder as well. But Gomez could drop back, and if we put a striker on. So I've analysed what to do a bit here. Dean Henderson playing against his former club as well. But we're just going to head on into this one right now. At home against Manchester United, they're going to have their heavy hitters. I'm going to expect that. That's for sure as the teams warm up. Let's see, they got De Gea, Kimmich, Tosin, Alex Foley. I'll take a look at him. Andy Ballard. They got a couple regions in their team. And Camavinga, Rodrigo, Bruno Fernandes, Brecalo. He's probably developed pretty well. Harry Kane, and their bench is quite strong. So, it's not going to be an easy game. Do I switch it up a little bit? Okay, so if I go point finger, I feel like there's not enough options to say because there's a few that I just know won't work well. Good luck out there. To me, that's never really worked so well. Got nothing to lose. And when you're not expecting to win, Man United favourites to beat us. So those 3 just kind of get out of the question. That's why I go with the media's giving us credit. Ignore the recent praise. There's not as many options as I would personally like. We're underdogs here. Do it for the fans at home. That's definitely up there. But it doesn't really generate much of reaction. So you say you have faith in you, and Dean Henderson really reacted well there, which is nice to see. Faith in you, that really builds up. And Johnny Brennan, I wouldn't be surprised if Dean Henderson's reaction changes for whatever reason. No, it doesn't. But sometimes that's actually, overall, that's an incredible team talk. To have just one, generally I'd see it as a good team talk to look inspired and motivated. But when you got your keeper, you got a ball-winning mid, and then your striker, that's quite funny how I'm building up the team talk more in this one. Our recent form is not the greatest, but let's go. Hey, I think we set up this match so well to get into. So if you look at their team, yeah, there's Foley, there's a Region, there's Ballard, so they got a couple of those in the team. But United, they're the best team in the Premier League this season, and I don't think you can question that. But if we beat them out there, because obviously both of us have not played against every single team in the league, so let's get this back. And I know our last league game, we should have won. There's going to be games like that in the season. And Adam Hlozek, really, why are you going to be doing that? Ease off tackles. Be getting a yellow card that early. That's mad. That is mad. Out of possession. We don't even have get stuck in, and he's out there making, well, I don't know if it was what exactly the challenge was, or if it was something else. Who knows? And he's looking tired early. Sergio Gomez has been best on the pitch. Let's try and play through the middle. I don't start with any focus in terms of that, but yeah, Gomez is having a really good game. So let's try and focus through the middle, try and get to Gomez, play it through him a bit. But I'd say a game against United, if we don't lose it, if they don't beat us, that's essentially the same thing, isn't it? I'm smart. If we don't lose it, if they don't beat us. We literally saw nothing in the first half, so that happened. But XG is a little bit better. It's not that extreme just because we've had more shots. Essentially, we've prevented United pretty well here. So I'm just going to say, I don't want to say I'm unhappy because I'm not. I just feel like we need to create something. The media's given us credit here. So again, that's a pretty motivating talk. Armeni's the only one not motivated, just composed. So yeah, this is not bad. I feel like we should be seeing something more in the second half, just by the odds. Armeni. Get it in. And Geese is on a yellow. Yeah, we'll probably ease him off. Oh, wait, we can't. Yeah, because he's positioned. See, we're learning. And Brooks, I've been talking about it. I guess he's still got 5 goals. He's not been bad. He just hasn't been elite. And look at the crowd going crazy, man. It's nice to see just there's no free seats. You love to see it. Gomez, play through the middle, get it to Gomez. Part of that. Let's get it. Something we will do. Anguissa, we're going to try here. Let's go player. So we go for the individual. He's on the yellow. Yeah, we can't change that. So what we might do, if we put him on a central midfielder, central mid, but duty to defend and ease off tackles, we'll confirm that. And we'll chuck a praise. We've played this well, this game right now. Perfectly. All right. Guys. They're Brennan. I just felt something was going to happen there. And it did. How about that? It's 2-0. And what was this? De Gea, just Gomez. And then Brennan, he just had the presence of mind to get his Hlozek and he scores. Guys, he's the most tired, but he came up. It was a pretty easy finish. And I think now we're positioned quite well. Ranks was suggested 75. I don't want to risk him. Now we bring on Maldonado and we can. Now the question is, how do you play it? How do you play it from here? This is where, the man, we're playing. But the last goal, I don't want to switch up too much of it, highlight engagement. Sure, we really pressed them well. That definitely had a hand in the last goal. There's a lot to be said with keeping the same style, mentality, attacking. I'm going to go cautiously now. But I'd want us to be more direct. Now I'd want to go down. I want to play with a more, attacking brand. We'll have to say, counter-attacking. So with the outer possession, I don't want to switch too much apart from the offside trap because we're going to sit back. Having that line of engagement, we're going to, with a couple yellows, I probably don't want to get stuck in now. I personally like having it though sometimes. This is where you start to think a little bit. I'm gonna leave it for now. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, play out of defense. Maybe shoot on sight as well. We'll try and play for some set pieces. We'll go a bit wider. Got a couple more subs, but we made that one. Because it's such a huge game, isn't it? So much to be said. Yeah, no, we're not going to make that chain. Not yet, anyway. Is that United XG getting a little bit high? We'll see what happens here. See what we do here. Nah, we gave it away too easy. And I know that was a change we made, and it could cost us. No, it's a good save. But what do you do with that? What do you do with that? That's the question. Because that's, going more direct, not going shorter. And how would you... It depends how this game plays out. Maybe your opinions on it all. Keeping the eye on their XG, it's 0.63. It's very tight. We've both had 3 shots on target. To be fair, David Brooks, maybe just bring on fresher legs, but we don't exactly have that. We're going to bring on Kladrubski. Yeah, we're going to go Kladrubski, then put him on the left side. Plozek can be over there. Yeah, inside forward, you can be Ram Deuter there, but Kladrubski is on the other side. I'll just, leave it as it is. Okay. One more change, but I feel like we should make that. What we will do, we won't look for the overlaps. Yeah, we won't look for the overlaps on the defenders, and even Aaron Martin, I know I'm just going to put him fullback on defend, and Armini fullback defend. You can see there's just a little more defensive roles there. Okay, with the one more side corridor, Vlahovic. This might just be said for freshening up legs. For Johnny Brenner, it just seems there's no real formation change here, but it is it's more of a target going forward. It's more of a. Yeah, it's not really. I can't say that too differently. Just long kicks to the target, man. Yeah, I'm happy how everything's lining up there. Yeah. I mean, highlight is created. Let's see. Let's see what really happens. Anguissa. Just play some quick football. Play some quick football. And make it 3. If we do, I'm going to be happy and annoyed. It's that time again. Why do we do this at home? Have you ever seen someone else be in this situation and feel that frustration? Why away can't... Far out, man. Far out. And for those of you not from Australia, when you think I go like far, and I'm preventing myself from saying the, what word, I don't even know I'm allowed to say that, if that will be bannable on YouTube, a certain letter word. That is saying short for far out. Far out is kind of like a common thing to say in Australia, and people just say like far for short. It's not like for the... You know what? Yeah, I feel like a lot of people think I'm just saying that, but more of an explanation. If you're from Australia, that wouldn't be out of you'd be like, why are you explaining that? But yeah, I feel like a lot of people think I'm preventing saying that word, but yeah, it's not. Let's go though. Yes. 3-0 against Manchester United, the league leaders. I told you, it comes with a bit of... It's like... I should be celebrating and all that. It's a bit of passion and frustration. Because I know we've got something special. Jan Kladrubski, it's 4-0. 4. That's the Andre Arshavin celebration. If you remember, you remember. That's 4. Man. This is just our lads stepping up and doing what I know, what we have in us. Mate. Right now, this tactical setup, I'm going to go and do a quick save. Just so, you can see all my other fancy tactics. And I'm going to just chuck counter so we have this sorted in saves. I put it on hidden. I don't know why. You can see my Steam username now, Footy Manager TV, or John if you didn't know my real name. There we go. We've got it all out. During the match, a save to external list. Yeah, all good. We've got that save though. Well, it's definitely, there's something to be said. This is a good countering tactic. Definitely. Come on, FM. Come on, FM. Yes. Hlozek was huge. But what a team performance. That's why it comes with a bit of frustration. And when we have our bad games, you know we're going to have more of those. But this was just to the T. It was perfect. Like, when we play like this, I feel like we could go all the way in the Champions League. But we're going to have away fixtures that we're probably going to get thin. That's the word. That's why it comes with a little bit of frustration. So the good thing is we get the goal difference of Manchester United's below ours now with that 4-0 victory, and we get close to them. And yes, if we won that last game, that was against Brighton, we would be top. But we're only 13 games into the season, so there's plenty more. We've got to keep up our form, hope United drop. We have an away game against them as well. Who knows how that's going to go, but let's keep it up for right now. We're doing good. So Nile Collins, he was that midfielder we got through the intake last year, and I thought his potential, I was disappointed because he was still promising. He was coming through as our top talent in the intake. Their first touch is incredible. It doesn't show his stats here, yeah? It's only in the Papa John's trophy, but I mean, he's been okay there. And yeah, just there, he's got 5 goals. I'll let you know, his average rating is only 6.62. Maybe it's good that you can't see it. But he's just playing games. You can see, he's playing a lot, which is good. But I guess it's only under 18s. Is it that competitive? Not really. Maybe over a season or 2 from now, we'll send him out on loan. So we'll talk about that as we just go through these messages, though. Yeah, Nile Collins, he was the best. So you think majority of these guys are not really too high in their potentials. You got Felipe, we talked about him previously, and he just keeps developing. Could he be a surprise packet? What do you think? There might be more exciting things to focus in this episode, but Felipe, yes, that was a perfect game. And Henderson, he would have loved that. Kept a clean sheet. He did his part. Sure, it's good to win. We got 4 goals. He wouldn't have liked if we conceded. Adam Hlozek, Solskjaer. I think he should panic, mate. He's got some good motivating and man management, but for me as a manager, as a Man United fan, I think his tactical knowledge in 12, and this is just judging off FM, United could probably get a better manager than him, admittedly. But yeah, he might be good with the man management with the lads, but on match day, that was just the fact. That was just shown there. Could he, against a world-class manager, he just didn't know what to do. He couldn't create anything against us, which, that's just facts out of that game. He didn't do anything. United, what did they do? Nothing. And I swear, Armini, I guess, we've promised him that if it bid 31.5 million, I guess compared to his value, yeah, surely he'd want to stay. That's the thing. And the fact that Barcelona and PSG, they're definitely bigger names than Celta Vigo, there's some big clubs that's going to be after him, or that are interested in him. So he's clearly a quality player in this save. Very good. Remember how much we signed him for? Nothing. Like what Man United, I just said, did in that game. Yeah, amazing. So you can see why, what I was going to say before we went through these messages, you can see why I'm so into this save. I want to play so much of it. Just these things are happening that are very exciting. And you just don't want to take your eyes off it. You just want to see more and more. And yeah, guys, Sergio Gomez is having one of those seasons again. Just in comparison for the league, he's got 6 assists in 12. I reckon he's gonna, or more so his average rating. You can look at goals, assists, numbers, goal involvements, which is very important. But the average rating, how he's being rated in the games, especially most recently, he's got a couple of those +8, over 8. You got an 8.4 there. Do you guys reckon he can beat his best season that he did a couple seasons ago? I think he's on track to do that because his performances are only getting better. And guys, didn't I say, this was only like in the first or second episode of the season, I said Adam Hlozek could challenge Johnny Brennan and be the top goal scorer. He wants to get that role back. That first season when we bought him, 67k, we've been through that. 21 goal, that's what's going to be dangerous, because Johnny Brennan is Johnny Brennan. He's still a wonder kid. He's still progressing, and he did what he did last season. We got him, and now Hlozek's coming back banging in more goals. This is scary. This is scary if we just talk in the league. Where I reckon we've corrected, we've conceded 11 goals. How much did we did for the whole of last season? 53. We still smashed in a lot. But if we can stay under, definitely, if we judge can't go back too far, yeah? From 12 games, we've conceded 16. So, 13 games, sorry, I was looking at Man City's numbers. But yeah, if we keep up that ratio, maybe not, if we keep it below 45 or so and we smash in the same amount of goals, I think we can go on and win the league. That's why I'm probably talking about this so much right now. It's just exciting. So I had this counter formation previously. We weren't really utilizing it, and I don't really like, I personally don't like it. So again, this is where I just load up my 4-2-3-1 counter that we used in the last game, and bada bing, bada boom, that's going to be we'll just go to it, and the familiarity is going to be better. The familiarity, if you look at it right now, it's not terrible. Consider we haven't had it in as a proper tactic, but it is the same formation essentially. So it's going to be really good. Maybe Anguissa, centre mid. Can that be a good role for him? What did he do in that last game? 7.1. Would you like him? Is that we'll leave it because we can't complain. Just that mix of players and their roles and everything, because the fullbacks are on defend as well. You wouldn't want to mess with it. And here, Salisu, it's like, is there more strength there? They've got a decent partnership. So yeah, what we saw from that to finish off the game, especially, you wouldn't want to mess with it. So it's just a variation of a 4-2-3-1, and we'll keep that. The third one we got there is defend. Maybe that's if we want to really go more defensive, and Closet, we'll leave it in there for now, but I feel like we probably won't go to that anyway. We'll just leave it there. You might as well. And just so you guys know, if you miss it sometimes or whatever, I'm going to go in with a match review. That's very important. You can see strengths, definitely tactical familiarity and team cohesion. That will be good. And something, guys, I didn't change. I didn't go to attacking or defensive positioning. I just left the match preview. I'm going to experiment, because normally I change it to attacking movement or something. Like the next game against Leipzig, I'll leave it on match preview. Normally I'll go attacking movement, defensive shape, depending what we want to focus on. Interesting. Because I felt like before a game I'll go attacking or defensive. Just leave it at that, mate. You can't, when you get a result like that, you don't want to argue, do you? But come on, guys, I'm still celebrating. Because that's a huge win for us. Oh, but we couldn't beat Brighton. So, sometimes Football Manager just doesn't make sense. Football's like that. I'm not just going to complain a game, because that happens in football. You'll get wins like that, then you'll draw or you'll lose a game. You're like, how did that happen? It's football at the end of the day. We can't always just keep complaining about it and just say, how is that going to happen? It's football. Any other results that fall our way with Chelsea, Man City doing? Chelsea dominating. Liverpool's, they're not going to be like lower mid-table, even mid-table. They'll push. But I reckon they have a really good chance that they won't make top 4 this season. And Man City, with that 1-1, Kubo getting that 67th minute. Guys, do any of you remember him? If you didn't, I understand. He only played 12 games for us. But mate, it never scored for us, but he scored a pretty decent goal there. It's a little bit important. It's not going to maybe decide the season, but you never know. We're 3 points separate both, Chelsea and Man City now for us, which is helpful for sure. And keep this in mind as well. They had a 26-game unbeaten run, and we didn't just beat them, a 26 games in a row unbeaten team. We did them 4-0. That's comprehensive. Arsenal 2-0. Turnbull, I know, different region. Arsenal, he came to the intake as well. That's what future, as the season goes by, Arsenal's really dangerous. Their academy is one of the best in FM. Like, wow. He's not gonna be easy to sign though. He probably we'd have no chance on this guy like at all, which is quite annoying. I can't lie. Just a product of Arsenal's. Imagine something like this came through your intake, you're laughing. So Stephen Jamison, we'll give you guys a youth update as well. This is a guy that's come through he's come through our academy. His technique, 17, progressing well on loan last couple seasons. Hopefully next season he can step up to the championship. Last season, very good. We didn't get like a fee there like from Coventry, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You can see a little step up there, and in his performance, he's playing more, which is handy. As I said, next season, maybe get him a loan to the championship just for a little upgrade. And you see his value, 300k. I'm not sure if he'll be first team for us, but just develop into the best player he can and, sell him for as much as we possibly could. As much as you want your own youth products to become good enough for your first team, of course. But I think as a winger, he lacks a bit of quickness. But he'll definitely make it. I think he'll make it as a championship level player, maybe for a newly promoted Prem team. So, he'll have some value in him. So, we always generally focus on the finances a bit. Look at the expenditure this month already. We're in the red this month already, which is not good. We got away games coming up next. We'll keep track of, how the month ends for that. Or at least, we'll continue a few days after Leipzig's game. And, we'll see how that... It's always been a thing on my mind. Burnley, crazy. They needed a result like that if they want to keep up as a top 4 team. Bruh. Like, how though? Jacob Brown is loaned out. It's Tommy Doyle. He's only played 4 games. I see Cabral. But he's 27. It's reasonable, but he's having an incredible season. So... guys, some episodes are going to be like that. We're going to be reviewing so much, just seeing how the save's going. But, that's definitely a notable thing for Burnley. Wow. They're doing a good job. But we do go into our next game here. Yes. I mean, I celebrate. Well, I'm also a little annoyed. Anderlecht, they could have won that with their late penalty. But I just look at the end result. That's a draw there. So that gives us a cue. That makes us... already have qualified. But we want to finish top. That's in relation to that message because we qualified. There's money that's going to come with that. I wonder when that's going to come into... it's not going to come in right now, but that's all good. It's important. I do want to finish top of the group, so let's go out there and beat Leipzig today. It's important for that. Well, they know they need to beat us, not to take our position. But from Atletico Madrid's point of view, they've probably done, you would have expect them to do better in the group. So, this defend one, we weren't meant to be on that. So now we can consider starting that counter formation. See, this is away from home. Do we play to the game? Or should we be good enough to beat Leipzig? What would you do? How I want to play... I want to go how we did it against United. They're not missing too many players. Or anyone, really. So, I have two different heads right now, what I want to be doing. Like, I want to maybe try starting with this formation. Like, could that hurt? Probably not. So let's do it. Especially the fact we're going to have to rest a bit Anguissa. Let's start Maldonado. The fact for him as well, as a centre mid defend, it's one of his 3. He's got a few 3-star ratings. Which is nice. We'll rest Brooks. This is where Alcazar is back from his injury, but he's not fit. So I want to give Smith Rowe a game. So Alcazar, we've listed him just so you know for game time. 60 minutes for mind you. Kledrupski to start ahead of Hlozek. Put him on that left side. Ram Deuter. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Hlozek or Anguissa on the bench. Maybe put Holgate instead of Anguissa. He could come DM, which is he's pretty handy in terms of that. And see, hover over these. There's no real risk of injury for these boys. No, they're looking pretty good. Armeni. This is an interesting one. I want to start Holgate. I'll leave Armeni on the bench just in case. You gotta manage these things. Like, if we could win the rest of these without risking... Oh, you got Sergio Gomez as well. 1 yellow card away from suspension. So in this one, I'm managing it like a lot more. I'm just like thinking about these things a lot more. But we still need to win this. I can't just rest everyone. So yeah, we manage that a little bit. And maybe with Sergio Gomez, we'll be careful with him in the next couple. So we just get through this. Yeah, like look at their team. They got some nice players there, and it said Gvardiol needed a rest, and he's not even being rested because they need a result here. Pick up where we left off last time out. Well, yes, yeah. So point finger, I have faith in you. This is definitely the one individual or position talk. I'm sure we'll be same if you go by individuals, but I personally, this is me. I like doing it this way. So Leipzig, their form isn't the best right now, so let's go out there. So, yeah, I just wanted to go over to the tactics. And we'll go on to, Gomez. Where are we? I don't think you can do individual. You can't click on him for individual changes here. That's just making him personalizer. Can we unselect that? I'll leave it personalized. We'll want him in that role anyway. You have to go through the players individually. Go attacking mid. You can really micromanage a lot with FM, to be fair. So, and we'll see how we go in this one. See how we do here. And I almost want to experiment. We'll stay on feet. Yeah, we want to do the opposite to that. Just press Olmo, though. Because definitely yellow cards could become costly. They really could. So we'll manage that. We don't want to have any risks. And we're seeing how we start on this countering style. And I guess, we're not seeing a lot of action. But at the same time, we're preventing Leipzig from scoring. I don't know what to make of that. If that's... we still get 2 yellow cards. So, what would you make from that? A good thing? Because normally the away games... they are more tricky. And we concede goals. But I'm like, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. We're definitely playing it responsibly, though. Now, Kladrubski will probably sub him, after this play. We'll see how it goes. If we score from it. Oh, Smith Rowe looks neat. Be clean on the ball to Gomez. Then out wide to Holgate. Playing this well. That not as much, but they might make an error again. With the good press by us. Press. I didn't know whether to say press or pressure. It came out as press. Here we go. Aaron. Kladrubski. Brennan Castegol. I celebrated when he got possessed. You can't miss from there. Johnny Brennan. There he goes. He wants to show that he can still find the back of the net. So, I mean, now it's definitely very, very strong. So, get in your comments. I guess wait till the end of the game. We'll play it the whole game out with this tactic and we'll freshen up the team a little bit here. Yeah, Kladrubski, he played he's our best, he's rated as our best player at the team. You see why mentally he's crazy for 19. How good is his mental's going to be when he's at his peak, in his mid-20s and stuff? That's scary. You see that wanted, by some pretty big enough European clubs. But let's head into the tactics right now. Kladrubski, Hlozek, we personally I'd prefer not to sub him. We can bring Smith Rowe over on that side. Smith Rowe, inside forward. We'll put him inside forward there. Then Kladrubski, we can bring on Corrido. Again, it's not his best role, but he can still be a 2.5. Some options there. He was, what was he again? He was right-footed, so winger. Yeah, but I want to get him on a support because generally he's like a midfielder, centrally. So I feel he'll be better there than Gomez. We don't need to change too much. One more up our sleeves. Holgate on that yellow. Armini just to freshen things up a little bit at the back. There we go. So far it's going to plan. We'll leave Hlozek. Maybe bring Hlozek really late. But I'll pause here just when we've got a serious topic. Do you feel it's a fact where we do have to do this? In away matches against a good opponent, solid enough opponent, we do have to play this way. We can't expect to play home game like we did against Man United, win 4-0. It's just not... We got to be realistic. We can't just do what we want and hope it'll go that way. We have to just conform to how it plays out. And I think we've done that for this one. So a couple up for grabs in terms of substitutions. Hlozek. I want to give Luke Thomas a chance. And we'll take off Smith Rowe here. Thomas, yeah, just you go, oh, where are we going to put him? We'll put him there. And we'll put him as a winger, 2.5 star. Yeah, let's just play it out like this. But I think this definitely showcase. Unless we concede a late goal, right? 1-0 is never for sure. If we score from this, feels perfect. Feels perfect. But is that going to happen? That is the key question. Good defense. We've just defended strong for the whole game. So I would be annoyed if we concede here. Definitely. Definitely. Because it's been a whole strong game of defending well, FM. With this setup. It's been a long, strong game of defending well and they get through. Even this couldn't prevent it. Slid in, didn't do a lot there. White pushed up a little. They played through. Was that just really good play by Leipzig? After we made all subs as well. It's a little frustrating, you would have to say. I mean, if we go to our other formation here, Thomas is probably the only one out of... Can you understand? Like, I couldn't see that coming. Personally, I could not see that coming. I thought we were in control the way we should have been in this one. Encourage. It's a little disappointing, but I'm happy with how we played. Even their XG is more, but they're not going to score another goal. So that's a little bit frustrating that we couldn't go out and win this one. Like, you look at their stats and you say they probably deserved one goal, but from what we saw, I don't know. I'm a bit frustrated with that. Because we felt, like from the highlights and all that, what we saw from the gameplay, to be fair, didn't see that happening. But we'll take it. Because again, they create enough chances. But if we started the game with our default tactic, maybe we would have lost it. You never know. So we get money. Draw, we would have got more if we won it. Kladrubski, full take 4 to 7 days. Physio get to work. And yeah, next few games a bit of easier. Yeah, a bit on the easier side. So we'll take that. Fitness concerns. Yeah, I'll take a look at that, guys. I'll take a look at that. So what's our finance looking after that? Increased a little bit of the income, but still expenditure increased as well. Probably going to take a loss considering at the end of the month. Yeah, you know how that goes. So yeah, a little disappointing we couldn't win that. But hey, we didn't lose away from home. How do you think that match would have played out if we stayed out? You wouldn't know. You don't know because then you say maybe Atletico Madrid, they're a little bit better than Leipzig. You don't. You can't really know, can you? Because I think we played pretty strong. We didn't let them have too many clear opportunities, even though they had a decent amount of shots. So that means we just need to say, I don't want to get into the conversation of drawing. I just want to, win the last game against Anderlecht. And we should. We should do that. Leipzig, see, that keeps them in... I don't even go down that road. That keeps Leipzig with a chance with their final game. That's alive now. That is alive now. They win, they'll be outright. So who knows how that's going to play out. They're going to play against each other. It's an interesting game from their point of view because, we've got Anderlecht. We'll take a look where we'll play the next game, though. I reckon... Yeah, because you expect at home against Anderlecht, we should beat them. We'll do Arsenal and Arsenal. We'll do a double up. We haven't done that. It hasn't played out for a while. We haven't got like 2 games in a row against the same team. So we'll do Arsenal in the Prem and Arsenal in the EFL Cup, the Carabao Cup quarterfinals. Yeah, it was a pretty good one. I'm going to get to edit it now. Hopefully you enjoy this episode today. And as I said, we might start to build up to even keeping it daily, but maybe 2 episodes a day. I know sometimes I don't upload it every day because we've got the Arsenal series. I mentioned Arsenal, with FIFA, but yeah, maybe we'll start to definitely be uploading it every single day. And yeah, I just want to get down and recording a lot and yeah, working on the content all day. So appreciate all you guys that support, as it does really help me out. It's a bit of a quiet time of the year. But yeah, I hope you really enjoy the videos. That's the most important thing to me. And I'll see you guys next time.